What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning this Wednesday's fight here in Sydney, Australia at the Horton Pavilion at 122 pounds between the number 3 world ranked Sam Goodman and the Mexican challenger Cesar Vaca.
Fights, 18 wins, 8 by way of knockout. Introducing Sam!
Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please hit subscribe? Could you also like this video as well as go down to the bottom of your screen right now, that little bell notification button? Hit that so you can be notified every time I put something out that's new. All right, guys, we keep the ball rolling on another exciting week in boxing. The week starts midweek, not on the weekend, here in Australia. A fight at 122 pounds. If you ask Team Goodman, this is not the fight that they expected. It's not the fight they want. We know he's had grueling camp after grueling camp, and he's had some bad luck as of late. He was supposed to be fighting Inoue last year. That fight fell through due to a cut, and now Sam is paired with a fighter in the top 50 in the world at 122 pounds, a tough fighter from Canelo's hometown, Guadalajara, Mexico, Cesar Vaca. So in this video, we're going to be going over both fighters' careers. We're going to talk about what they've been up to, how they're going to go about their business to get the victory. We'll go over that resume, as well as stay tuned to the end of the video. That's when we'll be going over the Las Vegas odds, and I'll be telling you my prediction on where to put your money. Guys, Cesar Vaca is a young fighter. He's not undefeated. He has one loss. He is the sparring partner of Inoue. So that's all you need to know about what sort of style this young fighter, he's 23 years old, is going to bring in to the ring. He's also a Mexican style fighter, so you know you're gonna have this pressure forward style. He's gonna have cardio for days. He only has one loss on his resume. I should mention Eric Ayala, and he got outboxed. So when we're thinking about this matchup, one thing you have to remember about Sam Goodman is he's an all-around good boxer, but he's a defensive-minded boxer. He has great feet, great movement. He's really hard to hit. He doesn't have a lot of pop in his hands, so this is gonna be a traditional style versus style. Will Vaca be able to cut the ring off and touch Goodman? And will Goodman be able to use that energy against Vaca and counter? Everything that I've heard this week so far in Sydney from Sam Goodman, he still wants that Inoue fight. We just saw Inoue knock out Ramon Cardenas in an excellent fight, a fight in which he got dropped and showed his warrior spirit, picked himself off the canvas, dropped Cardenas, and eventually got him out of there. It was an exhilarating fight, and Inoue's been on record telling people that he only wants firefights. This is a guy who comes forward, and so this matchup was intriguing on paper, Goodman versus Inoue. But if you ask me, this is just my opinion, I feel going into this fight with Vaca, Goodman needs to look electric. If he still thinks he's going to get that Inoue fight anytime soon, he has to go out there and put on a phenomenal performance. He is headlining here in Sydney, Australia. The Aussies will know about the Mad Bunch. I talked about this group of fans before on the channel. Goodman has a traveling fan base with him. Wherever you see him fight, he'll have a section in the crowd chanting and cheering for him. So he is on the cusp of stardom. Countryside here in Australia, everybody knows who Sam Goodman is. He is on the brink of becoming an international star at 122. He just needs to put together a few exciting and electric performances, and I think that Vaca is tailor-made for Goodman to sit down on some shots and see if he could electrify the Sydney crowd at the Horton Pavilion. Right now, I want to take a closer look at what's at stake this Wednesday night in Australia. Sam Goodman's Mexican rival will sensationally lose a third of his purse should he weigh in heavy for Wednesday night's No Limit Showcase in Sydney, with the unbeaten Aussie super bantamweight declaring, "Get in the sauna or get effed." Before we continue, guys, I'm going to show you their stare down yesterday. This started with Vaca's camp asking Goodman's camp multiple times this week already, and it's only Tuesday morning here in Sydney, for an extra pound or two, insinuating that he's going to be overweight. So let's look at the stare down between the two fighters. Now, what Goodman is referencing is that if he comes in overweight, he's still going to fight him. He said he doesn't care if he's 10 pounds overweight. The fight's going to go on. He's just going to make Vaca pay him more money. Sam Goodman has also vowed to fight Mexico's Cesar Vaca no matter what he weighs Tuesday, but will be significantly compensated if faced with a weight discrepancy. 5 months on from losing his $1 million blockbuster with Japanese megastar Naoya Inoue, Fox Sports Australia can reveal Goodman is in for a huge purse bonus if rival Cesar Vaca hits the scales heavy on Tuesday. Already the Mexicans team have asked for and been granted a catch weight for the Horton Pavilion headliner, which is 2 pounds, 0.9 kilos for you Aussies, over the super bantamweight limit. However, on Sunday, Goodman's rival then requested another pound, with their fighter potentially looking for a weight advantage against the man who's, apart from being undefeated in all 19 fights, also remains the IBF mandatory for Inoue. Quizzed on the weight drama after Monday's press conference, Goodman explained the catch weight before adding, and now they have come to us yesterday asking for another pound, so I said, yeah, you can have that if you want to give me a chunk of your purse. Basically, it's get in the sauna or get effed. It's fairly simple. We've already given them 2 pounds, and right through this camp, I've sacrificed and been disciplined with my diet, but he hasn't. Get in the sauna, mate. And if he misses weight on Tuesday, he also pays me. Goodman grinned because I'm making weight. This will actually now be one of the easiest cuts of my life. Where I'm at right now, I could still make super bantamweight tomorrow. So if he doesn't make the catch weight, there will be financial penalties. And if he misses, they'll be going straight into my pocket. That's what I told No Limit boss Matt Rose. So you'll still fight him? Oh, 1,000,000%, Goodman said. But it'll be for more money. Asked for his own take on the drama via an interpreter, the Mexican said of potentially giving up a chunk of his purse, it won't happen. I won't pay anything. There's a fee for not making weight 30%, but I will make weight, end quote. When you guys are doing your film study on both fighters, like I said, the only defeat on Vaca is a couple years ago in 2023. He is only 23 years old, so he was young in his pro career. He got outboxed against Eric Ayala, and you have to think that this is what Goodman's team is going to plan on doing. He is a pressure forward fighter. He's going to want to hit Goodman and trap Goodman in spots, but if you watch Sam's film study, he's really tough to hit. We last saw him win a decision against a tough Thai, and then before that, he stopped a tough Aussie fighter, Mark Schleps. So right now, I do want to take a closer deep dive in the career of Cesar Vaca. Guys, Vaca is 19-1 with 1 draw. He has 12 knockouts. He carries into the ring a 63% career knockout to win ratio, and out of 1,162 fighters at 122 pounds, he's ranked number 49. The 23-year-old Mexican resides from Guadalajara, Mexico. We last saw him fight Joel Cordova, 14-10, UD in the 10th. Luna, 15-8, stoppage in the 4th. Okana, 15-0, majority decision in the 10th. Eric Ayala, his only loss. Ayala was 14-1, he lost a decision in the 10th. Adrian Acevedo, 8-8, stoppage in the 2nd. So guys, without a doubt, this will be the biggest step up in Cesar Vaca's career. It's going to be a great rangefinder in terms of his team and his camp to see where he is shoulder to shoulder with a world-class talent like Sam Goodman. You ask any fighter in the world for the opportunity that Vaca has, nobody will turn that down. He's flown all the way from Mexico, and he truly believes that he could get it done against Sam Goodman. Right now, let's take a look at the main events feature Sam Goodman and see what he's been up to in his career. Guys, Goodman's 19-0 with 8 knockouts. He carries in the ring a 42% career knockout to win ratio. Now to 1,393 fighters at 122 pounds, he is ranked number 3. The 26-year-old Australian is a 5'6" orthodox fighter with a 66-inch reach. He resides in Albion Park, New South Wales. We last saw him fight Thachana Longpan, 25-0, UD in the 12th. Schleps, 13-2, stopped him in the 4th. Lou, 19-0, UD in the 12th. Miguel Flores, 25-4, UD in the 12th. Rais Alim, 20-0, split decision in the 12th. So Goodman, like I said, when you're looking at a fighter and you're looking at all the boxes that you want to tick to see if a guy is at world-class level, he almost has all of the boxes ticked. The only one that you wouldn't be able to tick is the power box, but we've seen people become world champions with no power. Think about Paulie Malignaggi. So it's not one of these things that is a requirement to become a world champion, but I feel in the division that he's in, specifically historically on his timeline, because Inoue is the guy above him, power would be a significant advantage for him if he had it. Now, am I saying that he's not capable of sitting down on his shots or turning his punches over? We just haven't seen that yet. I think, and what I've heard and what I've seen so far in this fight week, he looks like a guy who wants to prove a point. He looks hungry. Like I said, he's had multiple fight camps fall through due to injuries, and he's really excited to get in there. When I look at both guys side by side, Goodman's 26, Vaca's 23. We talked about the experience. You can't compare Goodman's experience to Vaca's experience. So Goodman's gonna have the advantage in the ring. He's gonna have the generalship. He's gonna have the high level experience. We're gonna see how Vaca deals with the main event. We're gonna see how he deals with the travel from Mexico to Australia, with the lights, with the Mad Bunch, with the crowd. It's everything that makes boxing exciting. Plus it's a Wednesday night fight. That'll probably be new to him. And you never wanna undermine the smallest little details of a fight week that may play into either promoting a guy's performance or hurting a guy's performance. Right now, I want to take a closer look at those Las Vegas odds. Guys, down here in Australia, my book is called Sportsbet. Wherever you are in the world, let's pull those betting apps out. Also, remember, even though this fight's Wednesday night, stay tuned to the channel Friday morning, 11 a.m., Thursday night in America. I'll be covering the fights happening in the US. I'll be covering the fights that are happening in the UK, and I'll be doing my live stream to tell you where to put all the money on those fights as well with my predictions, method of victories, and prop bets. I should also mention, if you haven't seen my live yesterday, last week I hit a 14-leg parlay and a 7-leg parlay. So 21 boxing matches in a row. We're doing well. Without further ado, let's look at those money lines. All right, guys, currently where the money's at, Sam Goodman is $1.25, meaning you put $100 on him to just win, you get your money back plus 25 bucks. The draw 1601. Vaca is a $4.50, meaning you put $100 on him, you get your money back plus 350 bucks. I gotta be honest with you, the odds of the last few Sam Goodman fights have been like 11-1. So this is one of the closest that I've seen in the last couple years, considering it's only at 450. So that has me thinking what the money is kind of looking like to me is that those first early rounds, people are gonna roll the dice, just a gambling's roll to take Vaca to 450. He's gonna be most dangerous early on. I think as the fight progresses, Goodman is going to frustrate him. I think we're gonna be able to see Goodman's world-class skill, and nothing's more dangerous than an undefeated fighter who thinks that he belongs at the top, and I feel that's exactly what we're gonna get with Goodman. I'm predicting a career best performance by Sam Goodman. I'm predicting that he wins this fight. I think he's gonna be too much for Vaca. I think his ring IQ is gonna be too much, and I think he's gonna make Vaca pay for his over-aggressiveness and his eagerness and willingness to trade. In the comment section below, you don't have to agree with me. Let me know how you see this fight going. Is the Mexican gonna come to Australia and upset the odds, or is it gonna be business as usual for Sam Goodman? Guys, also, if you haven't seen my breakdown of the controversial ending of the world title fight at 130 pounds that took place this past weekend in San Diego between Emmanuel Navarrete and Charlie Suarez, stay tuned to the channel because that video is coming up right now.